stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
At their own 42-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Willis now to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now Willis. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. The PAT, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Back to throw here to begin the drive. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
He's got it! And he will go all the way. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. The extra point is up and through. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Okay, break. Cougar 19. Go. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. In motion, Reed. Throwing is Willis. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and long. In motion, Reed. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. Oh, yeah. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Shaq.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Go, Chap. Ready.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set. Ready?
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Willis to throw. To the left side in the hands of Watson.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit, really well timed, really nice job by both guys.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, here's Willis. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. The extra point is good. And the Packers up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Go! 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
3rd and long.
Let's go. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Willis. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
70 Lions.
A give, and here comes Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that 1st hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's gonna take this all the way home. Touchdown, Packers. The extra point is good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Throwing, Willis. He'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave. And this will be incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Willis now to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Ready? Go.
They'll go, and it's Harris. 1st down and more past midfield. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
Next to score, Packers 38, Seahawks 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set.
They'll motion over Metcalf.
Get up.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Down by just 1 point. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready? Ready.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
The ball carrier. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
You have a tight end motioning left here.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. He said when it's not trying to...
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Willis. Now a screen set up for Harris. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the zone read, here's Harris. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. What can they do here on third down and 7? Willis. That is caught. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
They'll run with Harris. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Packers. That's his third touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That one good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check go.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Back to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal.
Come on, set. Bronco 80. Ready.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Seattle. Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now Willis. That is pulled in by Musgrave. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and a yard. Handoff from the pistol to Harris. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Willis to throw. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Let's go.
They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll run the draw with Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
A handoff, running left, it is Walker.
Ready up.
2nd and 7.
Hey, check that street. Shut up. Shut up.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And he's going to be taken down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he will power his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most.
That's going to be intercepted in the end, and now he loses the football. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Willis. That one on target to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards. On the give, it's Harris. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, here's Willis. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing is Willis. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught. And good work there by the defense. They stop him at the 9 to force 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Now, faking the give. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Willis now to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
They just have to to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
That's to his tight end, Musgrave. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Here's Willis. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. Now it's Harris. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing, Willis. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Harris. Harris, first down. He's not done. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Green Bay. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, ready! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Hut, hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. It's 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Let's go!
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Fighting off defenders here, He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
What's the play call here? 4th down and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
To throw is Willis. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here comes a return from the end zone. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Check. Panther. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Up the sideline at the 35. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Cardinal. 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Okay, ready. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
Ready, ready. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Set, ready. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. Going right sideline and complete. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. He's taken down just shy of the 10. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Go. Dragon 60. Get up.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Another Seahawks.
Here's Walker. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Ready, break. Set up.
They'll drop to throw. Going for it all. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your